White down. You ready?
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check it back.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, down. 180.
From just shy of midfield. Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Carr. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and now it's second down.
Ready, 95, 56, 54. Ready,
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas, and it's third down.
Ready? You ready? Mike 5-4. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track. from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Dancing to his left. And some room to run now. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, Breeze. Caught on the left side again.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a play fake. Breeze. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. Breeze now on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady.
Into the red zone. It's Breeze. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Don't get nervous.
Now Breeze. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the sack to Brandon Marshall.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for a cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable for Sherrills. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came.
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got a man, it's Williams. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, Haywood!
They fake the handoff. Now Carr trying to lay one up deep. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Carr now on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Carr gives to Richard. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Carr. That is caught inside the 5. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Saints' 2-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They start the second half with Kamara, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Breeze. And the Raiders have got him. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really difficult.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. It's a screen to Richard. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you get the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 28 yards. Carr now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Carr on the bootleg. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Ready. Yellow lady, you kill.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Nevin Lawson there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Going up and got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Guys, out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get up. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check this out. 54.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
12. Tonight.
Breeze now to throw. And an alley to run. gun. And he slides to avoid the hit. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. The Saints on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
21. Right
there. 54, right there. Right
there. X3.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Maurice Hurst in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Hankins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So what a turnaround there. A roughing call on the field goal try leads to 1st and goal. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the...
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara taking it in. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now Breeze finding Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Well, now this pass brought in by Brown. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Throwing on second and long. Carr. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The Raiders on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile. To throw is Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Carr going to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Ready?
Breeze is looking to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Brandon Marshall able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
To try again after the sack. Breeze. And it'll be intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.